Today, the congregation at the Kirkwood Presbyterian Church in Bradenton is going to be piling back into the pews with a valuable lesson under their belts. Last week, their Sunday offering stolen, but now they are offering forgiveness to the man who swiped it. It was just this past Sunday, right after Pastor Hope Lee had finished a sermon on justice.
Just as you did it to one of the least of these who are members of my family, you did it to me.
When a young man in his 20s in a blue shirt and nice jeans just walked in through the church narthex and took the accumulated tithes that just transferred out of the offering plates.
Putting it into the bag and getting ready to walk away to put it in the safe.
And it was right here.
Right here. And he came just running from that direction, right out the door.
It's the sort of crime that left a lot of head shaking.
How desperate do you have to be that you would steal from a church? And so I think the lesson for churches is that we do have to be a little bit more proactive. We do have to be a little bit more aware. We want to think the best of people, but it doesn't always happen that way.
But Reverend Lee says the lesson for the people who normally sit in these pews is simple.
The church should be a place of grace. It should be a place of second chances.
And this sign proclaiming that forgiveness was the perfect way to take the message beyond the walls. In fact, the pastor tells me it was her congregation's idea to get this sign put up as quickly as possible. The first Sunday of the month take could have easily topped $10,000, so the Reverend readily admits it's an expensive lesson that won't be over if Manatee deputies ever catch the robber.
So, yes, there is forgiveness, but he's going to have to work through the consequences of those sins. Whether that's personal or on a legal level, he's going to have to address that.
Now, I asked the Reverend if she'd press charges if the guy just saw this and showed up to give back all the money. She said it would entirely depend upon his demeanor, adding she's always waiting for someone to prove their character. She and her congregation are certainly showing theirs.